if there's a volcano nearby, a fire, the heat they feel and they switch, but they can even kind of feel when a star dies, and it makes them unstable, or they don't act the way that we wish they were acting, especially for the machine. So it's very interesting starting point for me, this moment of fragility. We all kind of related, even in a non-human, in a non-organic side of humanity. We act in different ways, and possibly ourselves do feel when a star dies, but we can't pinpoint it or sense it or articulate it. When they start telling me, it was like, this is the center of my research in some ways. It's where I want to hold the discussion, where I want to hold the exchange, and playing on pushing our boundaries a bit. Art has that power of creating interference and questioning systems and questioning regularities of ways of thinking. There's always going to be new question and new interference. The title of the piece is We Felt a Star Dying. We Felt a Star Dying is a piece that really is about its title. Title is a piece. The start, it was really what triggered the whole show, I think. It's something that sort of grew out of this conversation we had with Tobias and Hartmut and Bettina and Carly. A lot of conversation we had over a couple of years. It's a lot about words. Word has always been a material I really love to play with in my work, in my practice. So how do we articulate a kind of sense of interconnection? When with Tobias, it's like, what new word have you come up to talk about it? You know, there's entanglement, often they talk about superimposition. There's many words that keep coming back in the discussions, and I think every day or month there's one more word that comes up. In terms of being here in this kind of very mechanical world, here in this rain reparation factory, and then in Kraftwerk was really like this huge power station. We're talking about the old world in some ways, the world of the mechanical thinking, the mechanical Newtonian thinking. And when you look at quantum, and it's been 100 years, it questions our whole system completely. There's no more 0-1. It's much more complex. It goes through borders and frontiers that never thought could be crossed. It exists in different state and space, and so it has that almost impossible way of thinking, because we grew up with Newtonian thinking, and the education system. We feel like we're discovering something which has always been here. Is it about controlling the quantum? Is human in that moment in time try to control it? But not that control. I think I'm more like a gardener. I'm gardening. I'm growing cubits. The cubits are the little. They always intertwine. They always work in two. So you'll see them in the space when you walk around, and they intertwine. They act always together, and they spin, and then always as a twin, and then suddenly the solution comes. Almost like you meet someone, you see, and then click, here's something that happened. The video piece is very much, it's the centerpiece. There's the being appears and disappears that you see, you might not see, and in the center of this being, the core body of work is there. I was interested in gathering many different types of imagery that sort of doesn't give one voice. It's my strongest language. It's where I work the most usually, is on video editing. I work like a collage and compress and extend and push the idea of the sun image, fighting or being together or floating or becoming an image. I'm always interested in making it like a 3D film without 3D. Then the idea of agency is very fascinating for this piece. I mean, what was extremely difficult and powerful is that we give agency to a machine, to a quantum computer, to actually edit on top of my edits. We let the quantum computer to add elements. It would translate from my image into a quantum image, and then it layers itself on top of the images. It's hard as well. What is this image doing here? It's amazing because it's never experienced the same way. Each time it's always a different look, a different story, because the machine is taking over my image and start adding on top. So all these kind of blurry images are often from the machine. Like they took my image and the quantumness has made everything kind of softer and more blurry. Quantum computers has taken over the piece. Music in some ways really embodies everything. It enters the wall, it enters the floor, it enters your body, your ears. It's something that can be everywhere and nowhere. I think sound has kind of more experiential side of quantum. Here we have also a piece at the entrance which is really about frequencies and how you move in the sound. But it's like we are within it, and there's sound here with this piece is really about you move in the sound and you hear different things at different height. If you're a child, if you're a big adult, a small adult, you feel different frequencies. And that's why it's at the entrance of the show. It almost carries you, but feels you almost like a scanner. The sound was a big collaboration. I composed wonderful music that Cookie made. It's this wonderful artist made the piece in dialogue with me. We had a lot of conversation, and we together was like, can we make it? Can we sense the frequency? And yeah, it was a beautiful collaboration. With Paul Becker, we worked on a poem which is in the helmet that you can wear on your head. We work on imagining the smell of quantum. We did a whole research on it and tried to imagine what quantum smell could be. So that's placed with also the poem being read as you become one of these meteor or one of these floating qubit energy, all these elements. It's layered for sure. The whole piece is extremely collaborative with the material, with people. I mean, it's all about sensing the moment and the place, yeah.